So if you're tuning back in with us, the last episode you heard, we're considering more of a prologue. We're going to make this, hitting the ground running, episode 1. Once again, Mental Graffiti is the name, and breaking down mental barriers and social constructs is the game. So here's the deal, right? We want you to be a part of this as much as we are a part of this. And we want you to look at us with fond eyes and glistening tongues to tell us exactly what you want to hear. But until then, we'll just be talking to you like you're actually here. But basically...
I'm on mute right now. You really got me, though. I was dying on the inside.
Yeah, I never lived.
Interesting. Okay. Well.
We're just a couple dead people walking around.
Well, I mean, we are dying.
Making music together.
Yeah. What?
Walking Dead. That would have been a great time for that.
Lord.
See, that's right.
Yeah, I need some of that energy drink.
See, that's our producer, Sean, in the background.
Yeah. He's giving us the cues that we need.
I know. We need cue cards. You need to hold up the applause, quiet.
Or one where I can just type it and just hold it up.
What is those teleprompters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I can just
We're
type
a little...
it and then just...
We're not advanced in that one right now. Oh, you could just use the big TV.
Yeah, just throw it to that TV.
Y'all remember when the computer, like when you didn't have a computer and the TV was that? Like you just got a keyboard and all of a sudden you're like on the World Wide Web with it. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen that before? Let him think. He's cooking right now.
I don't know.
No?
I'm kind of blanking right now.
I've seen that so many times. I've had family members with it and I got so jealous because I always had to sit up and be at a desk for that and a smaller screen. But then I'll see my cousins like laying on their beds with their mouse next to them and their keyboards with them. They're just like watching YouTube from their TV or typing stuff up on their TV with the computer.
So Bluetooth is just what we're talking about.
I think what they're doing is actually hooking up the computer, the PC itself, to the
screen.
Yeah, to the screen. No, like instead of having like a regular computer monitor, your TV is that.
Oh. Okay. So just making that your monitor. I got you.
Yeah. Or if you've had a smart TV that had that function.
I mean, I kind of get it because whenever I've done Pro Presenter before at church, I've had to like make it go on a TV screen so that people on stage can see the lyrics and stuff.
Fair.
So sometimes I've mirrored the desktop screen, like so they can see like the actual computer screen. So that's probably what it is. It's mirroring whatever you're seeing on the desktop.
Period.
There it is.
Okay. Well, the days we get pissed about somebody misspelling or mispronouncing our names, Marcus, Marquis, and don't you dare say Marquise after I've already explained it.
It's very French.
It's very French. Oui.
Very, ooh.
Baguette.
Oui, like a penis.
Weenus.
It's all coming together. Mm-hmm. It's all making sense. The story reveals itself.
Told you. Mom was in the back of the car on the way to the hospital.
Thanks, Moms.
And
Shout out,
looked
Moms.
at the back of a Grand Marquis is how I got my spelling.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not ghetto, I don't know what it is. I'm kidding.
Let's go see the Eiffel Tower.
I would love that, actually. Probably would be shitting myself at the top of that, but I'm down.
I mean, they do make adult diapers.
Depends on how I feel about that day. But I did conquer one fear. When I went to this interview for real estate a couple weeks ago, they had me go up to the top floor, which is 17 floors. And Sean already knows how terribly afraid of heights I am when it comes to elevators only. I can do a roller coaster, I can do a free fall, I can do all of those things. But when it comes to an elevator, I've seen way too many scary movies to be in there by myself calmly. I'm gripping the bars, the handlebars, and I'm like in this crouch stance where one leg is in front and the other one is like I don't know, if you got the corner like this, my foot's like that. Just trying to like grip the edges just to keep myself braced, just in case if it does fall, I'll be able to brace myself. But I went up there, 17 floors. As soon as I get up there, I'm already like shaking visibly. People are looking at me like, yeah, hey, how can I help you? And I'm just like, give me a minute. I need to calm down. He was like, are you okay? I was like, it's the heights. I've never been up this high in a building before. I avoid it at all costs. I'm just afraid. But he was like, I'm here to see Faraz. the guy that I met. And as soon as I saw him, I told him about the heights. We had to go down 2 floors after that. I'm like, why did we meet on the 17th floor then? Why? We could have just stayed. I could have literally got off the elevator with the guy I was already in the elevator with, who's already going to the 15th floor. I could have got off at the same time, and I wanted to, but I couldn't. But either way, I conquered that.
Good
And
for
I
you.
went down by myself. So I was like, okay. It was a little rocky hitting 8 and 9 floors going down. About shit myself that time, but it was all good.
Dude, so I do construction for a living, and oftentimes we'll have to go up to the roof of some of these skyscrapers to look at, air conditioning, condenser, whatever. And this one time, this was actually in Boston. I was up on the top of one of these 40 floor. It was just ridiculous how high up we were. You could see throughout the whole skyline of Boston, and over a mile away. Well, I don't know exactly how far it was, but one of the buildings over, they were doing window washing. They had the scaffolding or whatever that's called, the platform that is lowered with ropes and cables and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they got stuck, and we're just over here taking pictures, and we just see this whole crew flashing lights and everything because there was a windstorm picking up. So we're just seeing this little fucking platform with all these there were 3 dudes on it just freaking out, just holding on for dear life, and they're just swinging around. One of the window panes broke because of the corner of it, clipped it, and it was a mess. And we're just over here taking pictures y'all got it, you're good. And they're just clinging on for dear life. But yeah, no, I don't think I could do that for a living.
I just see Marcus impacting them right now.
Literally. I'm going through that right now with them. I'd call it right there. I'm dead. I'm dead.
You're fuck it, I'm not seeing this through. You just jump off. You just jump off
That's
fuck it.
I'm dead. Okay, I had a good life, decent one. I wish I could do more, but here we are. I'm gonna splat like a pancake at the bottom of this thing right now. I can't.
Let me see if you get chocolate one.
Because you're black.
I get it.
I get
I
it.
get it. I just didn't want to make light of that. Okay, so really, a chocolate pancake. I mean, I am a little
those always
delicious.
taste the best, right?
Sure. Well, damn.
Just real quick, I want to move your mic a little bit.
Oh, so it's not. Oh.
Oh yes, there we go.
I see what you did there.
That was
Because it was
a nice
it was
little-
pointing that way. Yeah. Where I'm like,
very nice lip action. Did y'all catch that? I caught
I'm
it.
hoping they did.
Everybody,
I got long lips when I perk them out.
pay attention.
We'll just try to maybe zoom in on that moment in the edit. No
That's
promises.
beautiful.
Honestly, no promises. We're all babies at video editing.
No,
right
period. I'm here for this.
Yeah, we're
only
all
gonna
learning.
get better from here on out.
Yeah,
I really do like this. Our prologue was all over the place. It was
Yeah.
kind of nice though, because we got out that nervousness. Now we're just kind of we know what we're doing. That's it.
yeah.
Is that the whole point of this podcast, though, where it's just all over the place
Period.
and it's not perfect?
Well, the last one was chaotic all over the place, but I had so much fun doing it and got to learn a lot about myself.
I think a lot of what we're trying to do right now is just we are shit and garbage. and the whole point is to just become familiar with the programs and the flow and getting used to filling silences with words. Even if you got nothing to say, somebody's got to pick up the slack.
Sometimes the best things
Entertain
are
the
said.
viewers. You got to entertain them, man.
I mean, if any of them want to start a podcast, then this is what it looks like. Day
It
one,
is.
two.
Yeah. Honestly, and I'm sure people have come up with scripts and all that, but I kind of like the looser feel of just kind of
Yeah.
seeing what happens with it.
We're going to get an idea, stick to it as best as we can, and then end it.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that little tangent we're about to go on. Let's talk about what it was like in our first recording session.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
So I know last time I talked a little bit about the expectations of perfection and that nervousness that kind of creeps in when you don't quite sound the way you want to, or you get those uncomfortable silences.
Yeah.
And I think that experiencing those feelings alone was a very powerful lesson, because it just kind of sets your inner expectations for what you can output and what you need to work on.
Honestly, I agree, because if we had an entire team with us that day, it'd probably be even more of a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, too. And when you've got so many more like, you know,
time.
physical eyes on you too, that's a lot of added
And the
pressure.
camera's rolling, the lights are making you sweat.
Yeah.
You're looking bigger than you usually
Thank
are.
God LEDs, man. Imagine trying to do this with fucking halogens.
I'd look like one of those black cartoon characters with that one glistening part on my forehead. That'll be it.
That one stream of sweat
That's
shooting
it.
straight out of your forehead.
And that's all they see. Zoom in right into it, and there's an entire world in it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a Rick and Morty episode.
I have to start watching that more. There's
never
so
finished
many
it?
references to Rick and Morty, and I'm just like, I say it, but I'm lost when they find the connection to it. So I
yeah,
really
that's a
want
problem.
to get into it.
You need to fix that, man. You need
Which
to go
is
home and
funny.
watch that shit. Fuck this podcast. Let's put it on right now.
Period. We could. Let's do a review for one of the episodes of one of these.
Yeah, just
we'll-
review Rick and Morty.
We'll literally just put it in the background and just watch it, and then we'll pause it and then talk about what just happened. Because there's a lot of deep stuff that happens on that show. That's at least the thing that I get out of it. You know, science,
Yeah, there's
doing
a
crazy stuff.
one episode where they
walk
were talking
beyond.
about how happiness is fleeting, and yeah, I don't know. They were arguing that it's pointless because it's all ending and whatever. But I mean, isn't that the whole point of life?
The whole point of life is the experience.
Get it where you can get it.
Exactly. So if I'm happy, I'm gonna be happy and hold on to it as best as I can. If I'm pissed, I'm gonna hold on to that as best as I can, and then go from there. Because that experience alone, like, you'll never know what it's like to be happy without the other anyway. They don't exist without each other. So no, they had that wrong. They had that completely wrong.
I don't know. I think they had some interesting. I don't know. I think there's a lot of truth to what they had to say, and it definitely came from somebody who's, you know, experienced happiness and lost it.
Yeah.
And so I can empathize there in a lot of ways, because it is fleeting, and that happiness you get is like a drug. Like, you want more and more and more, and when it's no longer available to you, that can be so catastrophic. It devastates your ego.
Yeah.
And you have to literally rebuild yourself. Okay, so let's use a relationship as an example.
Let's do it.
So you get in a relationship, your brain, when you're with this person, is just flooded with serotonin and dopamine and all the feel-good things. You're getting all the interest you need in your life from these interactions that you have with this chosen person, your best friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever it is. And if that falls apart, if they die, if you break up, whatever, you know, your brain is just suddenly without its favorite thing. And whether it's conscious or not, you are stuck figuring out who you are all over again, because you don't have that source of comfort that the other person provided you. And that's what everybody's so scared of, is starting over with yourself, because it's a challenge, and you're challenging your own ego to do it. You have to push yourself past those boundaries that your ego sets for you, and you have to recognize that, no, you're not just seeking comfort, you're seeking change, and that change hurts. So you have to, you know, figure out how to push past that shit.
He's blowing my wig off right now. Literally, was just thinking about that. I took it away from the relationship one because I haven't had that happen to me before, even though some of my breakups have been devastating enough for it to get that close. However, the last episode I was talking about my sobriety. That's exactly where I went when I gave up alcohol. And I was really trying to figure out exactly how to live. Alcohol was just such, like, what is the word I'm looking for? It was a convenience for me. Anytime I was having a bad day at work.
A scapegoat.
Yeah, there it is. Just like that. And anytime, like, I would have a bad day at work, there are even sometimes I'll, like, on lunch break, if I go to get, you know, some Torchy's tacos, and I'm like, oh, there's a bar. Let me, you know, sneak in a couple of shots, or just have a bottle of wine. I can actually put down a bottle of wine in lunchtime, 1 hour. Let's do it. And come back to work, and nobody would know. Nobody would know. They would just see my attitude change, and then I would just be happier, go lucky, like, let's get this shit. But here's the thing that nobody would tell me is that I would end up sweating a lot. That was because, you know, that's the first stage. If you're like out there drinking or if you're at the bar, the first thing that usually happens is that your body heats up and you start to sweat. For me, alone. But when I gave that up, I felt that. There was like, it was detrimental for me. And I just couldn't even figure out exactly how to be happy or live. But I knew the end goal though. I was like, we're going to do this. I just don't know how.
I feel like that's what
sad as
quantifies addiction as a disease.
Yeah.
Because it's a disease of the mind, right? And it's your mind fighting itself, trying to get what it wants, even if it's bad for you.
Because I have an addictive personality, period. Like, as soon as I found something that helped me cope with the sobriety, I stuck to it. And now I'm trying to figure out how not to be stuck on that. And just kind of like be spontaneous with how I live life instead. Because I don't really need to stick to just one thing. I can do a lot of stuff different times at different, you know, in different ways. So, no, I like that. I like that correlation you had with the whole like with losing happiness and then feeling the way that you do after that. It's just feeling lost. I definitely felt that way. Like, even Sean can contest. I was doing what I did, going to AA and feeling decent when I'm there. But when I got home, it was just kind of like, meh. Like, even video games weren't even fun anymore. Because I would as soon as we hopped on the game, it was, let me take a couple sips and I'm fired up. But now it's just like, I have to learn how to fire up without that now. But I'm getting better. I realized that I need to sit up more and not lounge and not be so lazy whenever I'm doing my things. And actually I haven't planned my day out except for the podcast, but I realize I don't like sitting at home doing nothing anymore. Like, I'll play a couple of hours of video games, but then I'm like, oh, I gotta get out and do something. Even if it's 150 damn degrees outside, I'm like, I gotta do something. So yeah, I'll just piggyback on somebody's idea and either go bowling or go outside for like 2 seconds and die of a headache. Try to hydrate myself.
Man, it's so, because another big part of it is when you don't have a source of community, you're stuck figuring out how to.
He ain't wrong.
We're getting supportive hand gestures from our producer in the back. But
don't throw the shoe.
But yeah, community.
Sense of community.
Yeah. So having people to fall back on, you know, that can be really contingent on your, you know, recovery process for whatever the fuck you're going through. But it's a whole other battle when you don't have that to fall back on and you are stuck doing things for yourself. Like, say you've had somebody cooking meals for you for 10 years and all of a sudden that you don't have that anymore. You have to figure out how to fucking get food now. You just forget.
This one. That one back there behind the camera. Can't see him right now. But he'll introduce himself one day. But yeah. No, really, that was y'all. That was y'all for me. The thing I let go was alcohol, and then I clinged on to y'all after that. Anytime I got home, it was like trying to hurry up and get on that Snapchat phone call.
I just remembered my point for that. So basically, when you're in a position where you don't have anybody to call, you have to get to a point where you're willing to accept suffering for a certain period of time. And until you do that, you are stuck in the same place, that same miserable waiting period, purgatory. That's the right word, yeah.
I hate it there.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I say this all the time. This is a bit of my mantra, but discomfort is the catalyst of change.
Yes.
And when you sit in discomfort for long enough, your brain will be like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Get out of your little seat there and get up and go do something.
Get up and do something.
Go to the fucking gym. Start an art project. Start a podcast.
That's facts, though, bro. I think I was stuck in purgatory for a while, and then I got pissed off at someone we talked about last time, well, privately. But that's when I called you. I was like, let's do it. I'm over it. I'm just done. I even asked my mom the other day. I was like, why when I get pissed, do I start making changes? Real good changes for yourself. And I still don't know why till this day, but I'm glad it happens.
And that's why it's so dangerous to be stuck in something that's mildly satisfactory, something that's just not quite as good as it could be, but not bad enough to make you like, man, I got to get the fuck out of here. Like a job that gets you by, you know, it pays your bills, nothing fancy, it's not exciting, but you know, you live your life.
Looking like
You're taken
Squidward in
care
the
of.
Squidwardville.
Yeah, something like that, exactly. And you know, I think it was Steve-O actually that came up with this, but he was like, I am so lucky that I had such a terribly serious problem with all of my addictions. Because if it wasn't so bad, I'd still be there.
Yeah.
I would still be indulging in all of this shit. I'd still be pulling myself down, destroying myself slowly, even more slowly, which is even more dangerous because it happens gradually. And then you don't see that drastic, like, oh God, I'm at rock bottom. I'm going to die soon. You know, got to change now.
That's what they say in AA all the time. We don't regret anything that we've done. We are just glad that we're here today to find another solution to get over it. Because it is, I mean, shit, I'm telling you, the moment, if I just fall on the floor and there just happens to be alcohol in my face, like, let's say there's a puddle of wine or liquor. We'll choose liquor. Liquor's the one that really gets me. But let's say I tripped and fell into that puddle, face planted, everything, just like that. I'd go back to drinking just that quickly. But I was trying to figure out your point on this.
I don't think you would.
The only reason why I know I would at this point is only because I'm still only like just a little over. No, I'm almost 6 months. 6 months sober because I'm still such a baby. Yes, that fight would be there. That fight would very, very much be there where I have a little bit more resilience than I did before to just say, no, don't do it. But if I start to feel that effect already, that buzz, that, ooh, feel good, that's when that addiction starts to kick in and go into hyper gear. And I'm like, what do I do from there? At this point, I'll ask myself that question. Before, though, like day maybe, I don't know, 17 of my sobriety, I probably would have been like, yep, fuck it, I'm good. Like, we're just, Total Wine is right down the street. Let me just hurry up and get this fixed done in just one day. But it never is one day.
Yeah, no, it never is one
I think
day.
it's good to know thyself.
Yeah.
And to know your triggers and where you're at in the season.
Yeah.
For you to like be brutally honest about it.
Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. And I want to be honest because I can't sit there and be honest with myself on the inside and not be honest verbally, you know, with the world. Because I definitely want to make sure that no one else, I mean, if you're also struggling with that, you can always talk to me about it if you want to, but you're not alone. That's one thing. I figured that out very quickly, day one going to AA, and I thought that I would never, ever have to do that. I never considered myself as an alcoholic until I realized there's different forms of it. Truly, like, you don't have to be the one that just like trashes the entire bar when you get drunk or you're blacked out drunk when that happens. I never was that. I was fun before I drank and I was fun when I drank. The only problem was that my coherence, when I'm having a conversation with someone, especially a deep one, that conversation is heavily misunderstood.
You also said that it just made you feel terrible the day after.
Oh, period.
Until you had your next one, you just felt like shit.
Bro, like, I think it was here. It was here at this apartment complex. I work Saturdays all by myself, no matter where I'm at. I went to one of my best friend's birthday parties the night before, and I literally told myself, I'm only going to drink until 9. I didn't get home until 1. And knowing damn well I had to be at work at 10 the next day. And just because I'm being goaded, I'm being not pressured or anything like that, but you know, when you become the party, when you show up and you're starting to become like this, no, stay, we're having so much fun, and you meet all these cool people and they start to love you and the endorphins start kicking in and you start wanting that fame that you're getting from everyone. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know any of these guys and they're over here treating me like I'm the coolest person in the world. You fall in love with that. So I started drinking more. We emptied that whatever we had, and then somebody came and bought a bigger bottle. We went halfway through that one. Luckily, got home. Don't drink and drive. Nobody's as good as I am and do it, but I don't do it anymore. Anyway, got home, fell straight to sleep. Usually when I do that, I drank a bunch of water, coconut water, try to stay hydrated so I'm not hungover the next day. But no, I was dry as a raisin. I woke up crinkled up like SpongeBob with no water. And I went to work and just needing it. Got to work and I'm like, I can't do this. As soon as I opened up the office, I opened up everything, looked at the schedule, see if I had any scheduled tours. Was thankful I did, and I went straight to the model and took a nap for an
Let's
hour
clarify for the viewers. What do you do for a living?
I lease apartments.
That's that.
That's good. Yeah.
That's all I do.
Clarity.
Okay. And I mean, it's a cool job. I like doing it because I think this is the type of customer service that I like being in. I don't want to work around anybody who's hangry, because you can't make sense to nobody if they didn't have food in their stomach. Like, it's insane the shit that comes out their mouth. I'm like, I want to fight you right now, but I know the only thing that'll win is a pickle to your throat. Here's a side dish, bitch. Sit down. But this is better because at least when I talk to these people, it's like you're trying to find them a brand new home. Like, you're painting a picture on how they can live their best life in their new home, because everyone loves a new home. You know, who doesn't? I love hell, we moved 4 times in 1 year one time, and it was refreshing to move into a new place, even though the last one was always trash. We just kept upgrading. Mm-hmm. So, but to give that to someone else, like, you start to actually build a real relationship with them, aka my co-host. We're co-hosts with each other. Literally,
yeah, he was my leasing agent.
Yeah, leased him his apartment, met his mom and everything, and we just we befriended each other day one, and became really good friends after maybe a month after you like lived here. And I just kept checking up on him. But I felt that connection, that straight vibe that you get. You never know who you're going to meet in this industry. And I find it very nice. Like, my first apartment complex, I met, what is that? He's a rapper.
Chris Brown?
Funny. Says Chris Brown. He was like an old school rapper, like one of the ones that you don't hear about anymore. I will remember his name one day, and I'll bring it back another episode. But I met him. Like, you get to meet actual famous people you've never seen before, people you'll actually become great friends with. And I love this job. But that day I came to work on that Saturday, never again. I think that's the first time I've ever called someone to take the rest of my shift so I can go home and go to sleep. And you know what I did when I got home?
What did you do when you got home?
I did not go to sleep. I literally, whatever wine I had last in my refrigerator, I took that down. I might have laid down for a minute, ate something, and drank a little bit of water. But as soon as I started feeling a little bit better, I was like, yep, this will do it. I was off the next day anyway. But after that, that's when I knew. I was like, I really need to like cut it off. Told my manager what was going on. He was like, you're going to get written up for it. Didn't get written up. He's just saying that stuff to scare me, because at least I didn't affect anyone in my job. And I didn't actually come to work under the influence. That was in my pamphlet, my what you call it, the stuff you read, the handbook. And so I didn't break any rules, so there was no reason for me to get written up. He was using that as a scare tactic. And I'm like, it didn't scare me. I came to you honestly, and I came to you truthfully on what was going on. And
man, I view upper management or anybody that's over you, I view them as the police. Like, the same philosophy, like, don't ever talk to the police, don't ever talk to your fucking manager.
Right.
Like, it's all fucking corporate mumbo fucking lingo.
And don't let them make you think that they're cool with you telling them the truth either, because they're really gonna use it against you.
Yeah, and the only time I've ever like been cool with a manager was when I worked in the food service industry. Like, there was a couple managers who were like, all right, you'll stand up for like your workers, but by and large, especially with like a bigger corporate conglomerate like real estate company or something, will remain nameless. But
yeah,
we're back.
We're not back.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
You looking at me?
I can't look at myself.
You can't look at your shoes though.
I got boots on.
Oh, those are kind of sexy, actually.
Oh, thanks.
If I'm gonna flirt, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
should.
I'm not knocking it. I was thinking the same thing. That's why I looked at you like that. I was like, get out of my head. I wanted to say it first. Yeah. So that's what we really want. I said this in the prologue too. That was actually one of the main reasons, because I thought he was super attractive.
Yeah,
we became friends.
That is why we
why we
started fucking.
Talking.
Yeah, that's what he meant. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly what he meant. Yeah. But
Yeah, no, he hit me up. He was like, yo, you want to go axe throwing? And I was like, yo,
Yeah.
that sounds like a totally heterosexual thing to do. And I was like, yo, man, like, why'd you hit me up? Like one random day. I was like, what made you reach out to me, man? And he was like, well, I thought you were hot. And I was like,
Little
oh,
sexy
word?
dude up in here, yeah.
Word? That's a massive compliment. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I'm straight.
Anywho.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, that's how it started. And then we just like became friends from there. I think that's really when I learned that you don't have to like do something with someone in order to get them to be close to you the way that you want them to be. It's you find genuine love for a person that way. And that's actually the first time I learned that. I've had it happen to me before and not really understanding what it happens. Like my heart's broken because I wanted to do stuff with this person and it never happened. And I got friend zoned and I got salty about it and not really understanding the love for that person had for me. So now I get it. I understand it fully to the point to where I'm like, that's my goal now. Like when I meet people, I'm not going to go for the extra stuff that I used to want to all the time. Now it's just more like, let's actually get to know one another because I feel like you're a really cool human being and like your soul cried out to me and my soul cried out to you and we hugged. And that's what happened.
Here's like, I caught vibes from you and you seem like a very genuine person.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite compliment to receive is that when people tell me that I'm genuine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like I'm not putting on a front for anybody. I mean,
Facts.
I just am what I am.
Yeah. Unapologetic.
And that's just kind of what I got from you. Like, I mean, you don't play no games. You say it like you see it.
Show do.
And I feel like that's, unfortunately becoming a more and more rare characteristic or trait.
Yeah.
Like people love to hide. People are so superficial.
I don't get it though. Why hide when that's like, this is a reason. Well, I'll explain this first. Like, this is one of the main reasons why we're doing a podcast because our goal is to break social norm, but we also want to be able to help people break out of that shell that they created for someone else. Like, or just the masses that everyone else is doing the exact same thing all over again and identifying themselves as that when the real thing is that you don't even know who you are yet. You're being somebody else that's not even your character and you wonder why your life is shit or why you feel like you're feeling like crap.
Or why your relationships feel hollow.
Exactly. Or why you haven't there's a long list on the reasons why. Like, think about it to yourselves. Think about when you go home. Are you truly happy with yourself? When you look in the mirror, do you see somebody that you actually enjoy looking at? If that's a yes, absolutely good for you. But if that's a question that you can't answer and you want to lie and say yes, if it took you too long to say yes, then let's reevaluate that.
And it all stems back to the ego too.
Period.
Because
Yes.
there is no better manipulator than your own ego.
Ooh, I can't wait to do that episode.
And yeah, it's a huge challenge to decipher exactly what truths your ego is telling you and what lies your ego is telling you. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I feel like that's a reason why, almost all people have issues with identity and putting on fronts. Because
Producers over here trying not to throw the shoe at him again.
but it's I'm a little thrown off track here, but what was I saying?
Identity.
Yeah, identity. Yeah, we're trying to make sure. Mine was just about like living in your own truth, and you were piggybacking off of that
We're
with
talking about ego.
Yeah.
To identity. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah, basically. So I would like a clicker to say exactly how many times I've said basically.
That would be
on this
cool.
episode.
Let's do that.
AI, chat Gupta, where you at?
Chat Gupta. Not the Gupta.
But yeah, but as far as the ego is concerned, oh yeah, that's where I was going. Why so many people don't know how to do anything but put up fronts to either appease the people that they're around or manipulate other people into believing that the character that they are presenting is who they truly are.
You know, it never works though. It never works because this is how I feel about the spirit sometimes because like you exude some type of energy when you lie and tell the truth. People feel that. I feel like every single person in this world can feel exactly when someone's lying and when they're putting.
And it's so disheartening when you can tell somebody believes the lie that they're saying.
That part right there. That's exactly where I was going. It's like you're trying to make yourself believe that so hard. If you have to over-explain yourself, first of all, that's when I know. That's really when I know, like knowing. But my like when my soul actually feels it, it was like, all right, let's double check this real quick. I figured it out. Yes, you don't even think you're this. You don't even think you're this. That's why I have a problem with my current. Yeah, we're not gonna. Never mind. Yeah, we gonna cut that real quick. A little too close. You don't know me yet, okay? But you will. You will. I don't know you know it. I don't know you enough like that, so we're gonna keep that on the hush.
And we're not trying to say that we're perfect either.
No, never.
I'm actively working on so many different things, and it's a real challenge.
Every day.
But definitely speaking on things that I've noticed, and from the small slivers of books that I've claimed to have read, man, there's a lot of lessons and things that you haven't actually perfected yet.
Speaking of, I feel like it's only going to take me like 2 days to finish it. I'm going to read that book. The book you gave me.
Oh, yeah?
I forgot what it was called.
Ego is the Enemy.
Ego is the Enemy.
By Ryan Holiday.
Thank you for writing that book. Because I already read like the first page of the chapter and the back of the book, which really made me want to read the book anyway. That was the day me and you played Guitar Hero that day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was when the podcast came up. We were like, we need to do a podcast. And we had that one moment where I've had these moments before where I would like smoke hella weed and just like lay on the parking, whatever, the driveway, there it is, of a house. And me and my friend, like back in high school, would literally look up into the stars. And we were both Kingdom Hearts fans. Huge Kingdom Hearts fan, by the way.
Yo, show off your new tattoo.
I would if the shirt wasn't so damn tight.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and it's still kind of like, I'll show them next time for sure. But it's still in the healing process. I got it done 2 days ago. But yeah, this whole arm is going to be covered in Kingdom Hearts. And this side is going to be all my favorite verses in the Bible. And then on my chest right here is going to be my all the lost family members that I had. Hopefully I can get like some pictures or murals with it. Murals? What? Murals? Pictures of them, just a face, profile, whatever. Like something, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Either way, that's what I want. I want just both sleeves done and that's it. I'm done with tattoos after that. But I know, sure, because it just seems like every month I'm getting a new one now.
Yeah, next month actually I'm getting a tattoo that says regurgitation on my top lip. Yeah.
I would honestly, I want you to do that.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's actually a thing you would do, and I would
Sponsor
love
me.
to see it. Yes, please.
I mean, I feel like if it went on the other side and then we said diarrhea over here,
Ooh, there we go.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
just talking out your ass and verbal diarrhea.
Officially untouchable.
That's a good one.
There it is.
Run with that.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Incel gang.
Gang gang.
No pussy for the rest of my life.
Oh, that is a definite for sure. No, actually, I think there are many women out there who would totally be into that.
I'm staying away from them now.
Yeah. Because, they're probably literally into it versus you want to
Unfortunate.
keep E. coli away from you.
E. coli.
Sorry, I just kind of went back to
Only eat clean ass.
real clean, not
Real clean. Yeah.
freshly douched.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
We're going to cut that and bleep that word out just in case. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
but anywho, even though we've gotten to some really good conclusions to every subject that we brought, we didn't miss a beat. I'll just at least say that. So, in conclusion, this is Mental Graffiti, hosted by Chris and I, Marcus. And our producer, Sean, is manning the camera. And he will be also doing some other cool little effects like subtitles in there. So people who don't really like to listen clearly, they can also read what we're saying.
Mm-hmm. Read what we're saying, hear what we're saying, look at our mouths as we speak it.
Laugh at my upper lip.
But I'm going to reverse it, because anime, we read English subtitles. So I'm going to make it Japanese subtitles.
There you go.
Period.
And it's just going to be so meta.
We appeal
Yeah.
to myriad audiences.
Can you do effects like, our talking is doing like anime fights?
Get one of those doorstop springy thing.
That would be cool.
I
But
mean, in the future, right now you're asking for a lot from a baby video editor, so
hey, look, we got time.
we all babies.
Yeah, we all got time. It ain't nothing but up from here.
It is nothing but up from here, everyone. You heard it here first and only. Everyone. All of you. All one of you. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Our only 2 followers right now. But yes.
But yeah, this is our Mental Graffiti podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will catch you next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah. And all our links will be below.
Yeah, we're working on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. We're thinking about X or Twitter.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer. But, that's
One
mainly
thing
for
at a time.
porn these days anyway.
Yeah.
So.
We don't want to be associated with them types of paper. I'm kidding.
Unbelievable,
Unbelievable.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure chatting with you, Marcus,
Beautifully. Yes.
and looping in the viewer. I love saying that, the viewer. Hi, viewer. But yeah, until next time, we will catch you on the flippity fuck.
I'm here for that.